Welcome, podcast fans. It's time for the What's Up Bro podcast show, presented by J&J Production Studios, the home for all your entertainment needs. All kinds of great topics discussed every week, a variety of different themes offered, special guest appearances, prize giveaways, and so much more. Stay tuned. And now, here are your hosts, Sam Crow and Big Hoss.
Very happy Saturday to everybody. It is wet and dreary and rainy where I'm at. I'm hoping it's not where you're at. Hope everybody is having a wonderful weekend. Hard to believe it's Saturday night already. The weekend is almost over. Always goes by so fast, but either way, it just means more time with us. We're here to spend with you. It is I, Sam Crow, here with Mr. Fire. How are you, Mr. Fire?
Doing wonderful. How about yourself?
Not too bad. Again, being a bit rainy, but being inside helps, so it's always a plus. We do not have Boo Boo and Big Hoss with us tonight. Big Hoss actually had a surprise where he's, as you guys know, we mentioned this last night, he's going camping this weekend. He actually was surprised by his friend going a day early, so he says he's sorry he misses everybody. He'll be back next weekend when we're going live again. So it is Fire and myself tonight, which we are still going to do an episode. This is going to be the game corner for you guys. We're going to play an old favorite we haven't done in a while since it's just us. We have our account on Fun Trivia. We're going to see if we can earn some more points and level up. We're going to pick different topics. We'll take turns selecting a topic, and then we'll do a quiz or two from those topics that we pick. We'll see if we can level ourselves up. We are getting close to level 5 on our account. We'll see how far we can take that. So if you guys want to play with us, you can pull it up on funtrivia.com if you have your own account you want to play there. Or if you just want to keep track here, you can do that as well. We'll see how we can get some good points going and how we work that out for tonight. We're going to start that here in just a second. Actually, we're going to, before I do that, I meant to start this beforehand. That is the wrong one. There it is. If it'll play. There we go. We're going to do it by our fire because we are enjoying our summertime vibes here. So we got our campfire going. And we got a commercial coming here, which I'm going to pause it here just for... This gets annoying here. Just me a second here. We're almost done. And there we go. Got the fire going. Perfect. All right. So... Not too much as far as announcements yet. We'll do this quickly, though, just because I want to mention this for everybody. In case you missed the episode last night, you can go back and check it out. It's available on your favorite streaming service. You can visit our link tree to find out where those episodes are available. You can listen to it. You can download it if you want to, whatever your pleasure there is. Did want to announce, though, coming up, we do have our 4th of July special coming up next weekend, which will be July 1st, will be Saturday. So probably either we might split it between Friday and Saturday night, or we might just do it Saturday. We'll see how that pans out, but that will be our official 4th of July special for the weekend. Also, a big reminder, too, is for you guys, I did mention it to Hoss, we're talking about that. I will be away myself coming up for a family vacation for a week, and as well as some other personal things coming up at the end of July. So there will be a couple of weekends where we may take off at least a couple nights. We are going to try to have a few episodes pre-recorded to upload for you guys to kind of fill in those gaps. We're trying to get our special guests to appear. We might do that as well. Try to record episodes with them to upload at later times so that we can try to have as much entertainment on the weekends as possible. So that's going to be available for you guys. We're working on that, so stay tuned for that. We'll keep you guys posted. No official dates as of yet. We'll probably make the announcement once the episodes are recorded when they're going to go up and be available. We'll post that on our social media, so make sure you're following us there. If you're not already, we're available on all major social media platforms, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, TikTok, just about anywhere you can think of. We try to hit all those, the whole 9 yards, try to get every angle we possibly can. Also, to reminder, if you follow us on our streaming service too, we also have our Twitch account. And newly appointed, we are on Kick now. So if you're on Kick, you can follow our channel there. Going to do some fun stuff as well. Excuse me, I'm going to get some water when we take a break. So that's set up for that. And I think that's pretty much everything we have right now. I feel like I'm missing something else. Oh, I did want to say thank you guys very much. I did share this with Hoss. I don't know if Fire saw that message in there, but we actually had a huge impression rate since last night's episode, which is a rarity for us. That doesn't happen. Let me check. I didn't check the numbers, but while we're thinking about it, let's just see. So what we do is, through Spreaker, which is the main podcast streaming service that we utilize, that's where our equipment comes from, we're able to track how the percentage goes when we have a spike in numbers as far as the impression rate we get there. So normally, just to give you an example, I don't know if we explained this for Fire doing that, but typically after we do an episode, like a Friday night, like last night or tonight, usually after the weekend, we get about 3 or 4, maybe 5 impressions to start. After about a week or so, it tends to shoot upward. So, but as of last night's episode, because that was the only episode that we did, we had 30 impressions right off the cuff. So thank you guys very much. I really feel like, and we are going to set this up, I do want to make another appearance on another podcast to kind of help promote us. That really helped us out big time. We're starting to see huge numbers. So if you guys are one of those that gave us those impression rates, we can't thank you enough. We appreciate that. We're going to definitely, it's encouraging us to get more episodes out from different podcasts. We're going to try to do that to help us out and to provide more content for you guys. So thank you very much. It's really exciting. It's making all this work that we're doing to try to get our shows going. Makes us feel great, and it's paying off, and we can't be more grateful. So thank you very much. So just to give you that heads up there, that's kind of neat. All right, and that being the case, oh, we got some messages here. What do we got going here? Oh, that's from Boo Boo. Okay. Let's see. All right, so with that being said, let me jump back in the studio here. There we go. Let's dive right in. So if you guys don't know, I'll explain this. We use a website, excuse me, I've used this before. It's funtrivia.com. You can create a free account if you wish. Saves your score, save your points. And you can have the ability to take different quizzes on a billion different topics if you're choosing. You can score points. We've done this before. We've competed against each other. We're not going to do that tonight. We're going to Fire and I are going to tag team it. We're going to try to see if we can earn more points for our current account. We are currently sitting, we need 795 points to reach level 5. So we are currently sitting at level 4. We haven't done this for a while, and we figure it's probably a good time since it's just the two of us tonight to do that. So we'll work on that for now. So what we'll do is we'll pick a category. We'll select a quiz out of that, and we'll answer some questions and see how well we do scoring points. So let's see. I'm going to actually let Fire go first. So you can pick a category, any category you want.
I can't surf the internet on my PlayStation.
That's right. I can do that here. Just give me an idea for like a topic that or something. I can always search it here. We'll tag team it anyway. So,
Animals. We haven't done that one yet.
Animals. All right. Let's type. Oh, it's right here. All right. So under animals, this is our first category tonight. We got a bunch of these. Let's see. So here's. I'll give you an option. We can pick which one you want to do. These are some of the top rated ones. We have most played quizzes this hour. This is the top rated quizzes. We have Cute but Dangerous, Animal Camouflage, Match the Baby to the Parent.
What is cute but dangerous? Because there's a lot of...
I was thinking, yeah, so we can go through a couple of these. All right, Cute but Dangerous. They're so cute, I just want to scrumple them and give them some lovings, but they're too dangerous for that. A multiple choice quiz by a little pup. Estimated time 3 minutes. This is an easy score. Average score is 9 out of 10. Top 20% awards. 10 questions. All right, let's see what happens. Let's see. This is pretty easy. So here we go. So we'll try to give the best score. We're going to see if we can outscore the average score. So we need a perfect score right off the bat. Should be able to do this. 2 heads are better than 1. I will pull up probably Google to help searching for some more tougher ones when we get there, but we should have this. So here we go. And then the way this works, again, just to let you guys know, Fire and I can discuss this. If we know the answer, we can agree on an answer, and then that'll be our official answer that we lock in. So question number 1. What teddy bear, quote-unquote, lives in eucalyptus trees and has strong, sharp claws and teeth that it will gladly use if scared and cornered? Is it a drop bear, a koala, I was going to say, a groundhog, or a wolf? Yeah, that's pretty easy. Let's see. Question number 2. Ugly but cute in cartoon drawings, what hungry, semi-aquatic African mammal will attack and kill humans for no reason? Do I have to say it? Yeah, hippopotamus. I was going to say. If you never played Hungry Hippo when you were a kid, you missed out on a lot.
Never played it.
Really? You're familiar how it works, though, right?
Oh. Yeah, it's called button smashing.
Hungry... Well, I also forget you're a lot younger. I was old enough back then. I'm old enough to remember that, so... let's see. That just kind of dates me there for you folks at home listening, so there you go. Question number 3. It would rather stay hard at work in the water, but what busy furry animal can slice through your arm with its cute buck teeth? Do you want the...
Beaver.
What is it?
Beaver.
Beaver. Yep, it is the beaver. I was going to say, I can give you the options, but this is pretty simple. This is a good way to start this off. What adorable, slow-moving, sad-eyed creature has venomous elbows? Well, we know it's not okay, so it's either a slow loris, a raccoon, a cobra, or a mongoose. So it's not a cobra.
I'd say
slow loris, a raccoon, a cobra, or a mongoose?
I'd say mongoose.
That's what I'm thinking. It's the one that kind of logically makes sense. All right, question 5. What tiny underwater creature looks like it's wearing four-legged, four-armed pajamas, but kills a few people a year with its bite? Is it a blue-ringed octopus, a stingray, a piranha, or a dolphin?
The blue octopus.
Yeah, as I say, the only thing that has arms would be the.
Octopus.
Yeah, that's the one that makes the most sense. I mean, it's hard though because you could argue several things could match that, but it's just the four-legged things will get you. Let's see. It lives on number 6. It lives on tiny ants and termites, but what silly-looking creature can actually slash you open? I know this one. You want?
Anteater.
Yeah, the giant anteater. Question number 7. This human-sized animal might seem fun to swim with until it drowns you. What Antarctic animal is it? Ooh, this could be interesting. This human-sized
I
animal.
want to say orca.
Well, that's not one of them. It's either a penguin, a bottlenose dolphin, a polar bear, or a leopard seal.
I mean, leopard seal could do the job.
Let's take a hint here because we do get hints. We do have 3 hints we can utilize. Yeah, I'm thinking because it's eliminated too, so the only options left are penguin and leopard seal, and penguins are not human size. So I'm gonna say I would say leopard seal makes the most sense. Let's see, number 8. What little fish has an adorable human-like face, but it will likely poison you if you try to eat it? A clownfish, an eel, a pufferfish, or a shark?
Pufferfish.
Mm-hmm. Question 9. This fun size...
90% of it is poison.
Yeah, that's why they said you should...
To be specific, neurotoxin.
Do you know, actually, there are some countries, I believe it's Indonesia, they actually do eat them. They take the time to prepare them, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yeah, but it's not guaranteed you won't get poisoned.
That's the thing they tell people. It's like, I think it's a delicacy in some like Asian restaurants, but they do have a warning disclaimer on the menu table that you eat at your own risk. Kind of like the whole making sure we have in the U.S. consume, make sure the food is cooked, etc., etc. There's also the same thing with... and just a side note, because I thought this interesting too. There's some countries that make alcohol from cobra venom, and it's the same basic thing where they say you can drink it, but you drink it at your own risk and peril. So I probably will not order any cobra venom if I'm ever outside the country in a foreign Asian country for sure. Just for obvious reasons. Why would you? But you never know. Let's see. Number 9. Okay, this should be fairly easy, but this fun-sized animal wouldn't be nearly so dangerous if children weren't encouraged to treat it like a harmless pet when they rode and groomed it. It's an intelligent animal in need of continuous training. What is it? A pony, Newfoundland dog, alligator, or Clydesdale horse? It's actually a tough one. We know it's not an... What's that? It's not an alligator.
I thought an alligator.
It's... Well, as far as fun as that is, I don't think you groom an alligator. Let's see. It's got... It's not a dog. I think in the... Let's see. Let's take a hint. This is... We only have one question left. Of course, it's going to give us those two. Either a pony or a Clydesdale horse. Well, actually, the first clue is... Actually, no. I think the answer is pony. If you listen to the first line of the question, this fun-sized animal... Because the Shetland ponies tend to be smaller, like the children's size. Yeah, I think that's pony. Let's go with that one. And last but not least, number 10, to finish it off. This animal, with a broad bill, combines both cute and ugly, and it's venomous too. The babies, though, once they hatch and grow a full coat of fur, are pure cute. What is it? I know the answer, but let's see if you want the options. You might need the options.
Sure.
Woodchuck, a beaver, a platypus, or an otter?
Platypus.
Yep. Alright, let's see how we did. So after 10 questions, koala's correct, hippopotamus, beaver. Oh, we got that one wrong. It was the what is a slow loris of Southeast Asia has the sweetest, saddest face, but when it raises its arms, it's not saying hug me or tickle me. It's showing off the patches on its... Okay. Interesting. Alright. Blue-ringed octopus, giant anteater, leopard seal, pufferfish, pony, platypus. Alright, so we got 9 out of 10, which isn't bad. Perfect. All right, well, there's the first one. That's a good category. Do you want to do another animal one? There's a couple there. Let's see. Let me make sure I submit these, because for some reason when I tried this earlier, it was not submitting points, and we earned 135 points. So great quality, poor average. Okay, let's go back to animals here. Go to animal quizzes. Okay, so we did cute but dangerous. So we have animal camouflage, match the baby to the parent, horse markings. Can you name even 10 states? Oh, I bet you it's the state animal. America's can you name even 10 states? Okie dokie. Oh, that's a whole separate thing. Stupid add-ons. Wait a minute, let's go back. Never mind. I hate when they throw those in there. I don't know the answer. Let's do. Why don't we do? You want to do animal camouflage? That could be a good one.
Sure.
All right. Not big on horses. I like horses, but horse trivia not so. All right. All right. So this is gonna be. Now, grant you. They're not necessarily helpful for you. I have pictures here, but we'll read through these. So these are 10 questions. Camouflage. An animal's ability to hide from predator and prey is one of the most widespread and varied animal adaptations. How much do you know about this quote-unquote art of concealment and related strategies? So 10 questions. It's an average difficulty. Average score is 8 out of 10, and there's a lot of plays for this one. All right, so here we go. Question number 1. Camouflage is mainly related to an animal's coloration, which is determined by pigments known as biochromes found in living cells. What is the name of the color-producing cells of reptiles, amphibians, and fish? Chromatophores, chromospheres, chromosomes, or chromatics. You might need a hint. I don't know if you know this one, but actually, I'm going to pull this. We should probably pull up our friend Google for this. And again, we're just trying to earn points. We're not competing. This is more of a team thing. So I don't know if you have a guess. I'm going to think about it for a second. We can use a hint. If you want to use us a hint, we have 3 of those too. It's a tough one. Any idea? All right, so let's do. I don't either. I don't want to waste a hint. Let me just see if we can go to Google and see if Google will help us out. So chromatophore are cells that produce color. So chromatophore. Make sure I spell the right one. That one. Okay. Nope. There we go. Which of these is often the most important factor for what an animal's camouflage looks like? This should be fairly easy. Its environment, its size, its diet, its shape.
Its environment.
Yep. Always got to match the environment. That's always important. Question 3. Some animals have developed special adaptations that allow them to change their coloration to match changes in their surroundings. Quite a few animals, actually, I can think of, and some insects, too. Which of these is a natural occurrence that would lead to this phenomenon? Prolonged drought, changing seasons, volcanic activity, or heavy rainfall?
Repeat the question.
Some animals have developed special adaptations that will allow them to change their coloration to match changes in their surroundings. Which of these is a natural occurrence that would lead to this phenomenon? Prolonged drought, changing seasons, volcanic activity, or heavy rainfall?
Changing season.
Yep, spring, summer, fall, and winter. That's a big one. See, you can tell sometimes if you guys ever played this before. If you read through the questions, sometimes you can get the answer. You just have to be careful how you read it. Here's a good one. Question number 4. The most famous color changer is the chameleon. We've all probably heard of that. They come in a variety of colors and are all found a lot of places all over the world. What marine invertebrate, known for its intelligence, can also change its skin color and pattern? Coral, lobster, octopus, or starfish? This is a tough one because these are all.
Octopus.
I'm fairly certain it's octopus as well. Lobsters don't change; they shed their skin. Vertebrate. All right, and they are highly intelligent. So there you go. Question 5. Another frequent camouflage strategy is disruptive coloration, consisting of bold, non-repeating patterns that break up the outline of an animal's body. Which of these predators is an example of disruptive coloration? A leopard, gray wolf, brown bear, or a puma?
I say snow leopard.
So a leopard is the answer, yeah, because the spots. That would be, yeah, because gray wolf obviously is solid color, brown bear is solid color, and a puma is a solid color. Let's see, question number 6. In this sophisticated camouflage method known as countershading, an animal's upper side is darker than its underside. What is one of the effects of this strategy? There's only 2 choices here. The animal looks much larger than it actually is, it flattens the animal's body when viewed from above. This is a hard one.
It flattens from above because remember you gotta think of the discoloration between top and bottom.
Oh, that's true. Okay, so it flattens the animal's body when viewed from above. There we go. Perfect. Question number 7. A number of animal species adopt a defense strategy that is the opposite of camouflage, known as... I might be saying this wrong, so if you guys want to correct me on here, you can leave comments there. Actually, let me put a message in here, just because we need to get in the habit of doing that. If you're listening to this live and want to message this, if I say anything wrong there, please feel free to correct me. It's always hard sometimes to pronounce certain things, so please feel free, but we're going to try my best here. Let's see. Alright, so as aposematism, it signals that the animal is not worth attacking or eating. Which of these methods would an animal not use to deter a would-be predator? Foul smells, bright colors, sharp spines, or thick fur? I think I know the answer too, but let's see what Fire comes up with. What's it again?
What's the question?
A number of animal species adopt a defense strategy that is the opposite of camouflage. So instead of using camouflage, they use other means to protect themselves. Known as aposematism, it signals that the animal is not worth attacking or eating. Which of these methods would an animal not use to deter a would-be predator, something they wouldn't use to scare off a predator? Foul smells, bright colors, sharp spines, or thick fur?
Thick fur.
Yep. Everything else makes sense except the thick fur. That would not deter a predator. Same question going to 8. Aposematism works so well that in many ecosystems, a harmless species may develop the same features as a dangerous one, cashing in on the latter's nasty reputation. This adaptation is known by which name? Impersonation, mimicry, pantomime, or caricature? I'm fairly certain I know the answer. I think I know the answer, but what do you think?
I don't know. I'll go with your
I'm gonna see if I get an answer. I think it's mimicry because you're mimicking somebody else. I know it's not caricature. Caricature is a cartoon drawing, so we know that. Let's see if Google can help us. Not really too conclusive, but I'm almost positive it's mimicry, so let's go with that. Question number 9. A very effective camouflage strategy is for an animal to take on the appearance of some other natural object. What distinctive species of fish looks like a piece of floating seaweed? Oh boy. Psychedelic frogfish, a leafy sea dragon, tasseled scorpionfish, or a bulldog stargazer? I can tell you right now I have no clue. So, if you want to think about...
Read the question again.
A very effective camouflage strategy is for an animal to take on the appearance of some other natural object. What distinctive species of fish looks like a piece of floating seaweed? Psychedelic frogfish, leafy sea dragon, tasseled scorpionfish, or a bulldog stargazer?
Sea dragon.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Let's just double check with Google, because I mean...
Seahorses do that.
That is true.
But they hang on to kelp.
All right, so yeah, let's go with that.
Seaweed.
That's what it kind of looks like. So we'll say a leafy sea dragon. Because I believe seahorses are also known as sea dragons in some cases. We need that up there. Lastly, question 10. Camouflage can also involve other senses than sight. Which dangerous African snake, named after its dramatic threat displays, is known for being able to hide its scent? The black mamba, the puff adder, the spitting cobra, or the horned viper?
I don't know.
That's a tough one, because let's see. I'm going to try Google again and see if it helps us out. It hasn't thus far. Well, that's what I kind of thought. We're going to go with, that's the one that popped up, the black mamba. So let's go with
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. All right, so that's 10 questions. Let's see how we did. Chromosphere is right. Its environments, changing seasons, octopus, leopard. Yeah, you're right. It flattens. Yep. So there we go. Thick fur, mimicry. Yeah, mimicry. Mimicry, from Greek word for imitative, is a different approach than ordinary camouflage. So there we go. Leafy sea dragon. Yep. Ooh, it was the puff adder, so we got the last one wrong. Darn. But it's a good guess. That's alright. It's still 9 out of 10, which isn't bad. Let's send this here. Alright, perfect. So close. That's a good one. And again, a lot of these brings back memories from all the years of schooling. And why are we not getting points for this? Like, I'm not understanding what I'm doing wrong here. Why do we not have needed for level 5? So let's take a second here, because for some reason this is not giving.
Logged in?
I'm logged in. This is like the 4th quiz I've taken where it's not. Let's just see something. Just bear with me a second here. I'm just picking a random one. I want to see if at the end, submit my answer.
Have you tried refreshing the page?
Yep, several times. Doesn't work. Let's just go. I can't even answer. All right, we'll try another one. We'll be more specific. Before we do that, though, let's take a short break here because we're right at that break point. We're going to pause our fire to get a chance to put some more logs in here. We're also going to see if we can figure out why we're having some trouble with this. It could also be just the site. I know the site has issues sometimes, so it is what it's going to be, but we'll see if we can play with that. I hope you guys are having fun with this. We're going to pick another topic. I'll pick one when we come back from this break. You can check this out on your own, funtrivia.com. Plethora of quizzes to pick from if you guys want to create your own free account to save your progress. Collect points, you can do that. Feel free to do it. It is free to sign up. It's a lot of fun. It's a great way to play with family, friends. You can play it on your laptop, your iPad, your tablet, your smartphone. Easy to take on the go. You don't have to have a desktop in front of you. But if you do, that's great too. So play it along with this. Great party game. You can do this as a party game with friends. You can do this at bachelor parties, at bachelorette parties, at birthday parties, graduation parties, pretty much any kind of event. You can have all kinds of fun ways. You can make it your own. You can have prizes involved. It's a lot of fun. So we encourage you guys, check it out and try it. It's really awesome. Keep score at home. You can keep score there if you want to keep score with us. It's a little bit different. We don't typically have, or I should say rather, we do keep score, but this is a little bit different. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult to track us for that. Again, we're just trying to earn points for that. But if you want to keep score, I can let you know what the totals are at the end. So far, we should have had about 270 points, but for some reason, it's not counting us. So we're going to try to figure out why that is when we come back. We'll take a quick break. Now's a good time. Use the restroom if you need to, or get yourself a snack. You can pause this if you're listening, not listening live. You can pause this, but you can let it play. We're going to play some great tracks and music for you guys, so make sure you check that out. We'll come back. We'll stoke the flame. We'll have the fire going. We'll play some more with you guys. Fun trivia. We'll see if we can get to level 5 before our night is over. So glad you guys are hanging out. Hope you're having a great Saturday. Come back for more. We'll have great things to come down the road as well. We'll keep you guys posted for more. So let's all come back. Stay tuned. Refresh. Go get a fresh pad of paper and pen if you're keeping score, or a pencil. And if you need time to invite others to come listen, go right ahead, do that as well. We'd love to have everybody who wants to listen join us. The more the merrier. We'll be right back after these commercial break here. Enjoy these tracks. We'll see you guys in just a moment. Stay tuned for more.
Hey audio fans, are you looking for fun and excitement? Have you been searching for that special show? You know, the one complete package you want in a podcast? Then check out the What's Up Bro podcast show and experience what true entertainment is all about. Stay tuned and don't miss the action. Available on your favorite streaming services, including YouTube. Thank you for all your support. And as always, we'll see you at the show.
We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. break time is over. We're so glad you stayed tuned. Now back to the action as the show is set to resume.
Welcome back, everybody. So glad you stuck around. Hope you enjoyed the music and the commercial. If you give you a good chance to, or hope to help give you a good chance to get yourself refreshed, recharged, and ready to get back into the action, it is I, Sam Crow, here with Mr. Fire. If you're just tuning in live, welcome. This is the What's Up Bro Show's Game Corner. We're doing some fun trivia quizzes for you guys tonight. It's been a little bit, and we figure since it's just us, we will do that and see if we can level up here. We're having some difficulties, though. For reasons we're not sure why, we can't seem to get some points scored. So we're going to try this again. We'll see if this works out better this time. So, moving on to a new category I picked. We're going to do Star Wars. We'll do a couple quizzes here. The first quiz we're going to do, which is an easy question, easier quiz with 10 questions. I can't speak tonight. Apparently it's the weekend, I guess. And I'm not even drunk yet, so I don't get drunk anyway. But I should say I don't even drink yet, or haven't had a drink yet, so that's even worse. But anyway, so... let's do, this is Star Wars Deaths. That's the category for this quiz. 10 questions, takes about 4 minutes. Average score is 8 out of 10. Let's see if we can get a perfect score across the board. How are you at Star Wars there, Mr. Fire?
Terrible.
Perfect. All right, glad to hear it. But you're willing to jump in. I can help you out with this one. Let's give it our best shot. So here we go. Have you seen, I don't know if have you seen any of the films or anything, or just played any games? Not sure if it's going to be helpful to you, but We'll run through it. Let's see if we can... some of these are pretty classic, too, so you might even know it just from hearing it through the grapevine. Let's see how this goes. All right, question number 1. We'll start with an easy one. What are the circumstances of Obi-Wan Kenobi's death in Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope? Is it he falls to his death while turning off the power for the Death Star's tractor beam? He dies in the explosion of the Death Star? He sacrifices himself in a lightsaber battle with Darth Vader, or he is shot by an Imperial Stormtrooper. Do you have a guess? I know the answer, but I want to see if you can guess first. So, I can read them again if you... not that one. That's in episode 1.
I'm gonna say Darth Vader.
Yep, he sacrifices himself in a lightsaber battle with Darth Vader. That one's correct. Question number 2. Which of these minor Star Wars characters does not die in the film Star Wars 4: A New Hope? Is it Aunt Beru, Grand Moff Tarkin, Wedge Antilles, or Uncle Owen? Bada bing! That's not me, it must be you.
Yeah, it was notification for a game.
There we go.
I don't know.
Any guess? So the answer would be Grand Moff Tarkin is the only character that doesn't die. Aunt Beru and Uncle Owen are killed by stormtroopers in the beginning, and Wedge Antilles is a pilot in the with the rebellion, and he's killed in flight during a battle for the Death Star. So it's Grand Moff Tarkin who survives the fight. Here's a good one. This is a classic scene. You might know this, you might not, but let's see how it goes. I already know the answer, but... What is the name of the green reptilian-like bounty hunter that Han Solo kills in the cantina at Mos Eisley, Tatooine, in Star Wars Episode 4: A New Hope? Is it Greedo, Herchek Kyle Foss, Hammerhead, or Weo Slea?
Hammerhead, I guess.
Nope. The correct answer is Greedo. Greedo the bounty hunter. And the big question is, who shot first? We will never know. Let's see now. Question number 4. Another minor character in Star Wars Episode 4. I don't know why they pick all these, because I will say I'm not a big fan of the original trilogy. I do like them, but not as much. So I am a true Star Wars fan. So if you're a Star Wars fan, don't crucify me for saying that. I'm a newer age, so I like the prequels better. But anyway, that being said, is a pal of Luke Skywalker's from Tatooine who dies in the attack on the Death Star. What is this poor fellow's name? Is it Hughes, Seneca, Ozzel, or Biggs? I'm going to use a hint here, and I'm not going to throw this part. That's what I'm thinking too. Yeah, Biggs is still there. We're going with Biggs. Let's see. In the film Star Wars V, The Empire Strikes Back, Darth Vader uses his command of the Force to execute one of his top commanders after the Millennium Falcon escapes his grasp. What is the name of the poor fellow that feels Vader's wrath? Admiral Trebar, Admiral Veers, Captain Nita, or Captain Panaka? I hate to use... I'm actually going to Google it. I'm pretty sure it's Admiral Veers, but let's just... Because Darth Vader does kill a lot of people. So, that doesn't really narrow things down. Oh, it's Nita. That's what I... See, I thought that. Good thing I checked. Captain Nita. Alright. I believe he kills Admiral Veers too, but that's a whole separate issue. Number 6. A number of key characters meet their maker during Star Wars Episode 6 Return of the Jedi. The first of these deaths is that of Boba Fett, the bounty hunter who captured Han Solo. What is the name of the creature that consumes Boba Fett? Now, spoiler warning, if you haven't seen the Book of Boba, we find out 30 years later he actually isn't dead. But this was made in the late 70s, so at that time they thought he was dead. So, is it Teebo, Chirpa, Sarlacc, or Logray?
No clue, but I knew it was a giant worm.
It's in the pit. It's the Sarlacc, in the giant Sarlacc pit. Yep. So you're close. That's close enough. Question number 7. Jabba the Hutt is the next to kick the bucket in Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Which character from the original trilogy performs the dirty work of killing the slug-like Jabba? Is it Lando, Luke, Leia, or Han Solo? I do know this answer too, but let's see what Mr. Fire comes up with.
I want to say Princess Leia.
That is correct, and I'll give you bonus points. Do you know how she did it?
The lightsaber thingy?
No, it's a good guess. She was actually chained and like shackled with chains. She used the chain to strangle Jabba.
Oh, she choked him to death.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that was a good guess, though. I'll give you points for that. So yes, Leia is the answer. You got Ferris up there too? I mean, oh, she's not listening to me. Sorry. She's oh, he's over there. Anyway, hang on a second. Sorry, sidetrack. Okay, bunch of things going on here. All right, let's see. Where are we? Question number 8. The Jedi Master Yoda is the next significant character to leave the Star Wars universe in The Return of the Jedi, taking his leave in his little hut on which planet? Hoth, Dagobah, Tatooine, or Bespin? Let's see if Mr. Fire can get another one. I'm just probably going to be a stab in the dark, but go ahead.
Not Tatooine, because we mentioned that planet earlier.
Nope.
Repeat the other 3.
Hoth, Dagobah, or Bespin?
Dagobah.
Very good. Yes, it is Dagobah, where Yoda goes after Episode 3, where he goes into isolation after Order 66 to annihilate the Jedi. He's in, what is it called? He goes into, not when you're banished. What do you call that? He goes into, I can't think of the name of the word of that now. Exile. He goes into exile, into Dagobah. There we go. Question number 9.
He's reborn.
Who's reborn? Yoda?
Yeah, another baby version of him.
Oh, that's actually not baby. It's a separate. There's a theory about that, but they're saying it's not actually related to Yoda. It's part of his species, though. That would be Grogu. Yeah, that's a close one though. Question number 9.
Species, and he's like the only one.
Well,
the only one you ever see. There's only one in existence.
There is. I don't know if you know this story. This is not talked about in the movies, but in the Star Wars book universe. Jedis are forbidden to fall in love and be married and all that sort of stuff. Rumor was, that Yoda had sort of an affair with another Jedi. I forget what her name is. She's a female version of Yoda that was in the Jedi Council. So not only was it another Jedi, it was another council member. And the rumor is that Grogu could be their love child, because technically, when we see Grogu, if you guys haven't seen it, check out on Disney Plus, The Mandalorian. Grogu is about 50 years old in human years, and it's not super long after Yoda dies, so foreseeably it could be his child. So there's that kind of theory, but no one will ever know. Maybe one day we won't know for sure, but we'll see. But yeah, good point.
Or it's him reincarnating. We never know.
That's possible, but given Yoda has been in his Force Ghost state, I think it's probably more likely it's probably more his child than it actually is him. I think that's more plausible, but we'll see. Maybe somebody will write it out and we'll get an answer one day. But until that time, where are we? Question number 9. The next major death in Star Wars: Return of the Jedi occurs near the end of the film when the evil Emperor Palpatine is dismissed with extreme prejudice by what means? I remember this one. Luke hurls his lightsaber and decapitates him. He is shot by his own bodyguards. He dies in the explosion of the Death Star. Or Darth Vader throws him into the reactor core of the Death Star.
I don't remember.
Okay, well, I'll help you out here. So, this is where Darth Vader redeems himself. He throws him into the reactor core of the Death Star. There we go. Oh, here we go. The last and perhaps most tear-jerking death of the original Star Wars trilogy comes at the end of Star Wars: Return of the Jedi, which very significant character dies with his body cremated at the end of that film. 2 words. Real or...
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
That is absolutely 100% incorrect. We're going to use...
I gotta give a guess.
That's a good guess, though. Obi-Wan's already dead at this point. He died in episode 4, though. This is episode 6. So the answer is...
I didn't watch.
That's okay.
I didn't watch 5, 6, and beyond.
I don't really like those either, so that's understandable. So we'll go with this given name. So the answer is Darth Vader, also known as Anakin Skywalker. There we go. So that's all 10 questions, right? I think so. Now let's see. Hopefully we get some points this time. Submit my answers.
Wait, in The Mandalorian, who does the fucking Grenadier meet Jedi? Is that Luke?
It's Luke, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, and Luke
He's
off...
still young. So he can't be 50 years old.
Well, that's the other interesting thing. But don't forget, though, I mean, Yoda's like 900 years old when he dies. So...
That's when Luke was still young, but there's not much of a time skip in between the movies.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, between the films... Well, the other thing could be, again, it's just a hypothesis. Maybe Grogu's older than that. They're not sure. And again, there's a lot of unanswered questions where... oh, it was Wedge. Does he really survive? Okay, I got that one wrong. One will never know. I mean, it's just hard to say. Almost perfect. Free plays, 10 quizzes played. Thank you for trying our cool quiz tracking. You can, of course, still play. Oh, that's why. See, that's how they get you. Well, that's just a kick in the... I should have read the bottom of the page. So in order for us to continue to maintain our score, we had to have done more than 10 plays. They want you to upgrade to an account. That's why. So that's why it's no longer... We can keep playing, we just don't save our score. Well, that's annoying. We got 795 points in 10 plays. That's interesting. Yeah, we're definitely not gonna... Let's just see for... All this and more for less than $4 a month. 3-month gold, 6-month. Yeah, so we're not going to do... Alright, we can still use this. This will be fun. We just won't get points anymore. I didn't realize that. See, there's always a catch. And I hate when they do this because... It's true what they say. Nothing in life ever truly is free unless you pay for it. So... well, there goes that. We learned something new, kids. Although, however, we don't play this that often, and we're not going to invest in that, so we'll just use this from time and again. But that explains a lot. That explains definitely why we can't save a score, because we don't have our free plays anymore. Oops, there's our froggies from there. But that's perfectly fine. It's not a big deal. We'll continue to play and use this. And again, we don't use it too often, so I'm not super concerned about it. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Anyway, where are we at here? I think we're gonna take... Yeah, we'll take one more short break here for you guys. We'll come back. We'll see if we can collectively agree on. Maybe we'll do one other quiz. We'll play one more. Pick a random one to close off our game night. Hope you guys enjoy this. And again, you can go on and, as we learned too, you get free plays only so far. Then you have to subscribe. You can subscribe if you want to. It looks like the best offer is 1 year. If you pay $45 a year for it, which we're not going to do that just because we don't use it that often. But if you want to do that, you're welcome to. But the games are free to play and the quizzes are free, so you can take them anytime. You just can't save your score. That's all. They always have a catch, so it's what it is, but hopefully you guys enjoy that. If you want to invest in it, go for it. Or if you can find a better option, let us know. We're always interested in new games, especially for the Game Corner, so if you guys have some suggestions, hit us up on social media. Send us an email at our official studio email account, j_jproductionstudios@yahoo.com. We'd love to hear from you. If you have some favorites that we haven't tried, or maybe you think we should try, let us know. We'd be happy to do that. So hopefully you guys will contribute there. We would love to play them. And if you give us a great suggestion, we'll give you a shout out. And we'll definitely play that game live on the Game Corner as well. If we enjoy it, we'll continue it frequently. We're always looking to add to our repertoire. So you never know. So don't be afraid. Come out and see what happens. We'll love to hear from you guys. Stick around. We'll come back. We'll finish up. We'll do at least maybe one or two more quizzes to finish off the night. And then we're going to call it there for our Saturday. But hope you guys are enjoying it. Hope you're having a great Saturday night. Hopefully the weather is nicer, or has been nicer where you are, especially if you're out camping like Big Hoss is. Hopefully the weather is fair and favorable. We'll come back for more. We're not finished yet. Stay tuned for more of the What's Up Bro podcast shows. Game Corner. We're playing here. It's Saturday night, June 24th. Wrapping it up. We're coming up to the beginning of July and our 4th of July special, which we're going to love to do for you guys. Hopefully you'll tune in for that live. We'd love to be played during your picnics if you want. You can use that. Either way, we will love to be part of your festivities, so take us with you on the go wherever you want. Episodes are always available. We'll see you guys in just a moment for more. Stay tuned. We'll be right back in just a moment.
love podcasts? Are you having difficulty finding the right ones to listen to? Is it frustrating when you're trying to pick that show? You know, the one where everyone must collectively agree on? Like finding a good movie or TV show to watch, do you look for the most jam-packed entertainment that's possible to find in a single episode every week? Then search no more, and welcome to J&J Production Studios. It's our business to provide the best entertainment and information available for you. Whether you're sitting in that comfy chair with your favorite snack and beverage listening live each week, or downloading your favorite show episodes to take with you on the go while you're at work, exercising, or even just to play at night for you to fall asleep to. There's something for everyone, no matter what size, shape, or age you are. Visit www.linktree.com/J_J Production Studios to find all the streaming services where our podcast shows can be found. You can also connect with us on your favorite social media platforms, including Facebook and Twitter. You can join our public Discord server and chat directly with us. But wait, there's more. You can subscribe to our official YouTube channel and be notified every time a new show is broadcast. Wish you could have some studio souvenirs or collectibles? Guess what? You can. Visit the official store where you can purchase items featuring your favorite podcast and show hosts. Would you like to help support us? You can do that by getting your very own exclusive membership on our Patreon account. All proceeds go to help us upgrade our shows, which will only enhance the entertainment provided to you. Thank you so much. We're excited to have you as an audience. Your love and support are always appreciated. We'll see you soon.
We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned.
Do what you want, do it. Do what you want, do it.
Break time is over. We're so glad you stayed tuned. Now back to the action as the show is set to resume.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for being here tonight. If you're just tuning in live, welcome to the What's Up Bro Show's Game Corner. We're doing some fun trivia here tonight. I am here with Mr. Fire. We've been playing some fun trivia with you guys. Big Hoss is camping. Boo Boo's not joining us tonight, so just the two of us tonight. Just the two of us. So we've been doing some fun trivia. Unfortunately, not having any luck with any point upgrades because apparently we used up all of our free trials on funtrivia.com, which is fine. We can still do some fun trivia questions and games that we can do. So, with that being the case, I'm going to throw it back to Mr. Fire. Let's pick one more category. We'll do one more good quiz to close out the night. What's a good category, do you think, that you want to close with?
Just do a random one.
That's a good point. Actually, there is... Let's see if it gives me a different one. Here we go. I clicked. There's one that's called Surprise Me. It's a fun surprise. You click it, it gives you something random. So I clicked it. Score at least 5 correct on this quiz. Accept the challenge. U.S. historical sites. History. This is a trip around the United States to historical sites and symbols. It's easy quiz. Average score is 8 out of 10. 10 questions. How do you feel about this one? I feel pretty good, actually. I was good at history, though, in school, so it was one of my favorite subjects. Let's just see what happens. This is landmarks, so this is different. So let's just see what happens. So let's accept the challenge. Here we go. Now there is, at least some of these do have photo ops, which are going to be harder for Fire, but let's see if I can describe these to you. Can I share these, actually? I probably can't. Let me see if I can... I can't share it, so we'll have to describe that for you. I'll see if I can do my best. All right, here we go. You ready? All right. Question number 1. This beautiful Washington, D.C. monument is devoted arguably to one of the most popular of American presidents, whose 19-foot statue is the central focus. And I'll give you an extra hint. He's sitting down in a chair.
Oh, is it that Abraham Lincoln statue?
It's Abraham Lincoln. It's the Lincoln Memorial. Yep, there you go. Now, grant you, I can see photos, so I'm trying to help you describe it based on the photo, too. But all right, here we go. Number 2, of course, this is the Statue of Liberty that's in the photo here. Notice the tiny plane in the picture. It is flown by a former bicycle mechanic and aviation pioneer. Who was this man who gave many in New York City their first glimpse of a heavier-than-air craft? Eddie Rickenbacker, Charles Lindbergh, Wilbur Wright, or Wrong Way Corrigan? I'm actually going to use a hint here because I'm not sure. It's either Wilbur Wright or Wrong Way Corrigan. I'll take a stab at it. What do you think? I'm willing to go any which way.
I have no idea.
Let's go Wilbur Wright just for shits and giggles. Question number 3. Here is a view of the Hermitage, but it is not in Russia. What famous American resided here? George Washington, Lyndon Johnson, Thomas Edison, or Andrew Jackson? Let's pull up Google on the fire.
Repeat the question.
Sure, hang on one second. Here is a view of the Hermitage. It's a home, but it's not in Russia. What famous American resided here? George Washington, Lyndon Johnson, Thomas Edison, or Andrew Jackson?
I don't know.
So I'm trying to look. It's only giving me the Russian ones. Famous St. Petersburg, Russia. That's not the one we're looking for, though. Also known as... That's Hermitage Hotel. Oh, and... Well, that doesn't help. Nope, that's not it. I'm going to say, actually, that's a good clue, because we're going to go with Thomas Edison, because the Hermitage is in New Jersey, and Edison Park is also in New Jersey, so let's say Thomas Edison, just for fun. Now, here's one that I know Fire will know this one, too. I still remember this vividly, too, but... Question 4, I like this picture. 2 bright lights penetrate the sky over New York City. Of what are the lights symbolic of? Is it the Wall Street stocks break records? The Wall Street stocks breaks record level. election of Barack Obama, the 9/11 terrorist attacks, or the 200th anniversary of New York as a state?
The what? Sorry.
That's okay. The two bright lights that penetrate the sky over New York City, what do they represent?
I have no clue. Was it 9/11?
Yes, it was. The two towers, the Twin Towers. So the two beams of light are where the two towers stood back in the day. I remember that day vividly. I'll never forget that. September 11th, 2001. I was 12.
I was like a couple months old when that happened.
I was 12. I was 12 years old when that happened. So I remember that day vividly. Never forget it. A lot of us probably won't. Here's another famous one. On April 12th, 1861, the first official shots were fired in the American Civil War. Fort Sumter was battered by Confederate cannon. Near what South Carolina city is Fort Sumter? Hilton Head, Columbia, Charleston, or Savannah?
No clue.
Well, I can tell you for one, Savannah is in Georgia, so it's not Savannah. The correct answer is, and I'm a big Civil War buff, actually in a Civil War group that reenacts. It's in Charleston. Charleston, South Carolina is where Fort Sumter resides, or did actually at the time. Pictured is a 5-cent coin, or the nickel as we commonly know it, with an image of Thomas Jefferson on the front. What was pictured on the back? If you have change, now's a good time to look at it, but is it the Liberty Bell, Mount Vernon, Monticello, or the White House?
The White House.
You sure?
I believe so.
Let's use a hint. I think we have a couple more. Nope. The two answers are either the Liberty Bell or Monticello. I already know the answer because I remember this. Think about where Jefferson resided, where he lived. I don't know if you know that answer, but...
I guess the Liberty Bell.
Nope. The correct answer is Monticello, which was Jefferson's home. That's on the back of the coin where Jefferson's on the front. But good try. Here we go. You might know this one. Everybody knows this one, but let's see how good fire is. You must have paid attention somewhat in school for this, but... General Antonio Lopez de Santa Anna of Mexico declared victory at what Texas site on March 6, 1836? The Citadel, the Alamo, Mission Viejo, or San Juan Capistrano?
Alamo.
Remember the Alamo. Yep. There you go. Almost everybody knows that one. But to be fair, it's a hard one, so, that's not easy to go with either. Question number 8. In the hills of southwestern Wisconsin lies this building designed and occupied by arguably the greatest American architect of his time. He called it Taliesin or Shining Brow, as he meant it to be not on top of the hill but a part of it. Who was the architect? Christopher Wren, E.O. Ming-Pei, Oscar Niemeyer, or Frank Lloyd Wright? Now, I'll be honest, I have no clue either.
I have no idea.
Let's just see. I feel like it's E.O. Ming-Pei, but... that's what Google is for, although it's not always 100% accurate and doesn't always help us out. Does it help us out today? Frank Lloyd Wright's Taliesin, so it's Frank Lloyd Wright. There we go. Perfect. Here we go. I know this one. I see the picture of it, but I would know it even if I didn't know the picture of it. Gutzon Borglum and his son, Lincoln Borglum, spent years carving the likenesses of 4 presidents into Mount Rushmore. Who was not one of the 4? You want me to give you the hints? So three of these men are...
No.
You know it?
Give me the question. Just give me the answers.
George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Thomas Jefferson, or Franklin Delano Roosevelt?
Isn't Roosevelt on it?
Actually, are you asking or are you guessing? Because I do know the answer. That's why I'm
going to say the third one.
Thomas Jefferson? That was the third answer.
Yeah.
That is incorrect. The answer is FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. The 4 faces on the Roosevelt president that's on Mount Rushmore is the man who wore glasses. That was Theodore Roosevelt. Wasn't Franklin, it was Teddy Roosevelt. Good try, though. Here we go. This is a tough one. I want to see it. Now, I like this question. I ask this question a lot. People ask me trivia or history questions. This could be a stumper. Let's see if Fire gets this one. I know the answer already. And you'll know this one. Well, you know the building it's talking about. One of the iconic buildings that symbolizes the American government is the White House. Who was the first president to reside there? George Washington, James K. Polk, Thomas Jefferson. Are you 100% certain?
Yep, he was the first U.S. president.
Doesn't mean he resided there. Doesn't necessarily mean he resided there.
Didn't they build it and then he lived in it, or was it? I don't know.
George Washington spent his life in his presidency. He lived in his home in Mount Vernon. The White House wasn't built yet. So the correct answer is not Thomas Jefferson. That's the third president. The correct answer is the second president, John Adams. When John Adams took office after Washington retired, he was elected. John Adams was the vice president. The White House was erected in 1802, I want to say. So it was even after Washington died in 1799, so I don't even think it was erected when he was alive. So the answer is John Adams. But a lot of people, and don't feel bad, I've had people say it's Washington because you just naturally assume that as the first president that he would live in the White House. But it wasn't erected during his tenure. I'm pretty sure Washington had already died at that point, but that's a good guess. So now let's see, that was all 10 questions, right? Yep or do. Let's see, how do you think we did? I think we scored a perfect score. We had to score a perfect score. This is the last quiz for the night. Let's see what happens. And the winner is Abraham Lincoln is at the Lincoln Memorial in D.C. Wilbur Wright was correct. That was his total guess. Yay! Oh, it was Andrew Jackson. It wasn't Thomas Edison. Oh, well, we got one wrong. That's all right. 9/11, Charleston, Monticello is on the back of the nickel, the Alamo, Frank Lloyd Wright, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, and John Adams. The building of the White House began under the administration of George Washington. Okay, he was alive, but was not completed until late in the tenure of John Adams. So, yeah, Washington was already probably dead. He was dead. Washington was not pleased with the initial design and said that it lacked sufficient space and adornment. When Thomas Jefferson moved in 1801, he expanded the building outward with 2 colonnades. During the War of 1812 in 1814, the British set the White House ablaze. Although reconstruction began right away, it was not until 1817 that it became a livable residence for James Monroe. Several presidents have, for various reasons, added to the structure as the responsibilities of the president and the government has expanded. So there you go, a little food for thought lesson for you. Difficult sometimes because, a lot of these questions are just that tricky, and we just don't know, and it can be quite difficult. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you guys learned something new there. That's always fun. That was your random quiz for the night, so very well done for everybody. I think that deserves a round of applause. Let's just do that for that. And thank you to the fine folks that created these quizzes that were submitted. I'm sure we have a lot of great things there, a lot of great things that we learned, a lot of new stuff that we can take away. Maybe reinforce some things you already knew, but either way, it's something that's always fun, and we're glad that you learned something new. That's pretty much going to do it for us for tonight, you guys. I want to say thank you very much. We're going to let everybody sign off first before that goes. So I'm going to have Mr. Fire say goodnight to everybody and give him our sign off. Since Haas isn't here, you can give us the whole 9 yards if you want to. Go for it.
You can do the special honors.
All right, well, then you can say your goodbyes, whatever you want to say, and then I'll say the rest.
All right.
Fair enough.
The good one is Mr. Fire signing off.
We'll see you back.
Booyah.
Yep, we'll see you back again soon for more fun and adventures and more Game Corner. Hope you guys will come back. We'll be back next weekend. And just a reminder for everybody, it is our 4th of July special, so we probably will do an extra long episode either maybe Friday night or Saturday night. Maybe we'll do a little bit of both. We'll kind of mix it up. So hopefully you guys will tune in for that. We'll be hopefully fully staffed. Everybody will be there. Come back and join us soon. For all of us at J&J Production Studios, myself, Big Hoss, Boo Boo, Mr. Fire, everybody else, all of our other friends, Olivia and Miss Eliza, we thank you guys so much for being here. Love you guys so much. Appreciate your support. Be safe. Don't drink and drive. If you're going to party hardy this weekend, hopefully you are. Hopefully you're on vacation, but just be responsible. Get an Uber driver and don't get yourself hurt. We don't want to see anybody. We want you guys all to come back. So we hope that you guys will join us again soon. But thank you guys so much. We love and appreciate all your support as always. Be happy, be healthy, and be safe. And of course, as always and forevermore, we say goodbye for now and a good night to you all. Have a great rest of your weekend. Have a great Sunday. Stay tuned for more episodes of other podcasts that we have. We'll probably have something coming out this week, so make sure you follow us on social media to get updated when that happens. Take care. Goodbye for now. And of course, as always, until next time when we see you at the show.
Thank you for listening to the What's Up Bro show. Catch all the latest live action on your favorite podcast streaming services, including Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more. You can also check out episodes on the studio's official YouTube channel. Subscribe and become a member today. Don't forget to also turn on notifications so you'll know when new content is uploaded. Stay tuned and don't miss a single moment. We love and appreciate all your support. And as always, we will see you at the show.